Hello everybody, welcome to my Metro 2033 video walkthrough. This is tunnels, I believe. And we're going to just be going to this section. At the beginning of the section there's not much. I'm trying to burn these cobwebs, by the way, because they're very annoying. I should put the lighter away soon. So those dark enemies are assholes and will fuck with you. They're not too bad until one section of the game. One section of the game I really don't like. It's really shit. It's a really shit section, especially on this type of difficulty, where they can four-shot you, I believe, kill you in 4 hits, and they attack incredibly quickly. And in groups usually. So I haven't really went over this, but see, over dead corpses you just want to search them completely. You want to look for all the ammo, because ammo is very scarce in this game and very important. So there is a deviating path, I believe, up ahead to my left. Is that it? Keep the light charged. Okay, yeah, it's to my left. And there's lurkers here, and that was foreshadowing, by the way. He said don't be by yourself, and you're going by yourself now to search these tunnels, so just be careful, as they can and will kill you. You're better finding them and killing all of them first. Okay, see, one-shot them with the revolver. Just keep the revolver and the double barrel shotgun, and you should be fine. I don't know why that one didn't attack or anything, but it didn't, so leave it as it is. Yep, there it is, being an asshole. 2 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head. That isn't very high, actually. It's actually quite good. Now, here's one of the worst parts of this game. The way the screen's glowing right now, because it took 1 bit of damage. That does not stop, and it will keep being like that until you be able to use a med kit to build yourself up to full health again. And it's the most annoying effect in the game. That is a air rifle, which is completely silent and pumped and stuff like that, and it's actually quite interesting to use. I don't use them in this run. I haven't used them yet, I believe. I stick to these guns, and that was a shadow glitch if you didn't see it there. You can go back and see it. Not too bad though. So, there is only a few sections of this level that you'll actually have any difficulty in, because as long as you have an AI with you, you're usually fine against monsters. But there is a subject I would like to discuss, and it recently came out that Bethesda has give more on their anti-consumer policies, given reactions to it, which is worthwhile saying, considering all they've done. People praise them if there's some type of god company they can do no wrong, when people are forgetting other games like Wet. ESO, when it came out, was terrible. Stuff like that. Oh, and Rogue Warrior, if anyone remembers Rogue Warrior, Bethesda made that as well. But sure, we forget all the bad stuff and we just focus on the good stuff, which is bad idea. Anyway, so the new policy of Bethesda's is to... So, for example, the Dishonored 2 Special Edition wave, as the listener saying, you can get it day 1 early. You can get it a day early, which really doesn't make any sense. Why? So they're saying they won't give out review copies a day early, yet they'll make people pay for extra for a 1 day notice. So they've went back on their practice entirely. So it's not that they don't want to have people playing the game before others. It's the fact that they can't, if the game's bad, then people will tell them it's bad, and they won't buy it, they won't make money then. You see, when you do stuff like this, everyone assumed Doom was going to be bad, because no, they weren't getting recopies, and it wasn't. So now they're piggybacking off of this, and thinking it's a way to do this to other games, Dishonored 2 now being the thing, but now they're selling the day one release. Waiting for a review, if you get a review day one, that means they're gonna, if the game's good, people will buy it. But not allowing people to get it up until release date, reviewers, means that people now have to buy it before having any real knowledge of the game. And they can't decide if it's good or bad before buying it. Which is horrible. You have to go completely off the company's words. Which, from what we know right now, isn't very good. Also, the Skyrim Special Edition has blown back in their faces. Which is very hilarious because everyone thought it was going to be this holy grail of modding and support and stuff like that. And people are very slowly realising that the Skyrim script extender hasn't been extended yet. As of the making of this video. And it may be extended in the future. There's no release date currently. But things, important mods such as Sky UI have been confirmed that they will not be making their round to Skyrim Special Edition. So for all the small improvements that they did end up making to that in that game, no modders are going to have already moved on. They don't want to go back to Skyrim. So Sky UI from the author has not been confirmed for any date whatsoever. Nor basically this have said they have no plans as current of the date that I'm reading this to bring it to Skyrim Special Edition. But the knives in this difficulty are so good, it's a one-hit kill. The humanoid without armor. On the controller it's a bit weird, but come on. The context on stealth kills is very weird because I tried to stealth kill him there and it didn't work. So what happened was I missed, he turned around. Well, I acknowledged it was there, then I knifed him and then instant killed him. But it didn't give me it, so meh. But all I'm going to do in this gunfight is that Bourbon is the guy we're traveling with, do all the work. He's using a bastard gun, so it will take him a wee while to kill things. So I'm going to pop out here and help him. I'm going to just be very slow about it and not waste ammunition. I'm not going to be too stealthy in this guide because I think a lot of the reward from this game comes from being able to kill the humans. Because you get so much ammo from it that you can either sell or use, that you will never be short on ammo. As long as you watch your shots. You can clear a room with a magazine. I can take 6 people out in this room right now with 6 shots. Which is very rare for an FPS to do nowadays, where you can actually clear an entire room full of enemies in 6 shots. Like, I don't think, like, I reload there of course, but I don't think I'll waste much ammunition in this section. Like, look how slow I'm being. I've got all the time in the world there as long as they're focused on him. And he can kill them, and he'll tell me where they are. Now, he hit me there. But as you see, damage from the bastard gun does nothing. It's completely pathetic. That's why you don't ever want to use it. The damage just ain't there, to be honest, for the gun to be worthwhile using. And it wastes too much ammunition. Cool concept though, where you can load the magazine and stuff. Strongly disagree with the gun being so bad. Now if you saw in the video the key we picked up earlier, it can be used for the safe. And this will be a thing throughout the game, where you can use keys on safes. And they will reward you with things such as filters, medkits, ammunition, military grade bullets occasionally. But I will be dumping the revolver soon. Even though I found 2 very good revolvers, which I didn't find in my first playthrough, which have been modified and are very handy for the start of the game. I'll be showing you their locations in this guide, don't worry. One is in this video, by the way. One revolver is in this video. It has the extended barrel attachment. Now on lower difficulties you'll see the prompt to pick up ammunition. Not in this one, you've got to just mash the button on them. You really get used to it after a while, to be honest. But I turn off all these lights because for the sake of stealth. Also because I do it sometimes, I don't know why. Okay, just my preference. And what I have played up to, I have acquired the AK-47 and the shotgun shambler. The shambler shotgun. So I'm doing quite well. And you may be wondering what I keep checking my med kits and stuff like that, because I can use them. What I do is, I will take damage and not use the med kit until I find another med kit usually. Now, see down here, this section down here can be completely avoided from taking damage. I took so much damage from this section. I jumped down. I think I replaced my gas mask. Yeah. No, I put my gas mask on. Didn't replace it. Now if you see those stairs up there, if you run back up there and jump across that wee gap, they cannot follow you. And you'll be 100% safe. But I don't know this until near the end of the fight. And I was contemplating restarting the checkpoint. But I didn't because it can shoot, this guy will shoot, I make mistakes as well. But this shotgun is so strong, but it's the reload time that kills it. So I'm taking so much damage, I decided, try a new strategy and I jump. And they cannot reach me. He kills them with his shotgun. I jump across. And see the effect on the screen? It is the most annoying effect you'll see in this game. Back to Bethesda's anti-review policy. A review is a very important thing currently in today's gaming industry due to things being oversaturated and, well, games like No Man's Sky also doing this, not being very good at all. Review copies are a complete necessity. Bethesda have just become a very greedy company as of lately. And even though their games have been good, I'm not gonna deny, the quality of the games is an issue. It's the way they're handling gaming as a whole. Like, there is an article, which I could put in the description maybe if I remember, that reads how Skyrim special effects, how the sounds in that game have actually been... So, I don't know why this ammo's floating. I pick it up, don't want to know. So, Skyrim Special Edition actually has worse sound quality than the original game. I believe anyway, it's a big article on Reddit and stuff like that. People are really going ham about this. Really don't like the idea of having to pay for something that isn't as good. But I knew it wasn't going to be as good because mods aren't going to be ported over immediately. Mods going to take a while. SKSE has not been ported. This is why Skyrim Special Edition was a pretty bad novelty in itself. I'm currently thinking of doing a New Vegas playthrough, which is a really good game. It doesn't use 64-bit, so I'm using NVSC and NVS Loader and stuff like that. It will be a modded playthrough with a few different mods. Nothing too drastic. Just change the gameplay or anything like that. It's enough, however. And I might be doing it in the hardest difficulty. Which is, to be honest, I really like the way that Fallout New Vegas did difficulty. You can have survival difficulty and then put it on easy. Or you can have it on the hard. I really like that wee design. Thought it was really good. It's a shame Fallout 4 literally just went for survival instead of giving you that less difficulty. None, in my opinion, has been as good as New Vegas from the Fallout franchise, or even Skyrim has been as good as New Vegas. New Vegas is probably the best game they've made, just from a gaming point of view, to be honest. Like, the combat in Skyrim is not very good. Like, melee combat is very hard to make satisfying. I find it. It might take that stupid screen effect. Melee combat is very hard to make feel satisfying, and Skyrim feels like you're just cutting away paper mache dummies, and the blade isn't even making contact. It's a really bad melee system. Skyrim's melee system is terrible. It's mash the R1 button. Or hold mash and then hold, just mash it. Games like Dark Souls have way deeper combat systems. Mount Blade, it's pretty old and its combat system isn't great, but even that's deeper than Skyrim's. Chivalry has a decent combat system, I'd say. There's really exploitative techniques now you can do. But no, back to the round. I don't want to get off topic. Skyrim in itself is not a bad game. I think it's a great game. But all people have taken offense to me saying it shouldn't have existed. Skyrim Central Edition shouldn't have existed. If they really wanted to recreate a version, why didn't they go back and recreate Fallout 3? Which is having a hard time working on things like 64-bit systems. It's less up to date. In fact, I don't even think it'll work on Windows 10. I don't even know how it works on Windows 10. I haven't bought it because I have heard it doesn't work on Windows 7. So instead of re-releasing a game that has been out ages, and if they did sell for 20 quid, it wouldn't take that much to put some, they wouldn't have, some shinier graphics, upgrade to 64-bit, and upgrade the resolution. Would I help? That would be a way better idea than re-releasing a game that was 5 to 6 years old and then selling it for 40 quid. Even though Fallout 3's DLC was better than Skyrim's. Which objectively, in my opinion, subjectively it is. Not objectively means 100%. It depends what game you prefer. I just think Fallout 3 had more value to it than Skyrim. I really prefer the feel of Fallout 3 had the best atmosphere, and then New Vegas had the best everything else. Fallout 3, people are making the argument you couldn't really be the bad guy, but you could be the bad guy. You couldn't really be a bad son. You could. You couldn't be a awful son, but you could be a pretty bad one. And it had effects in the world around you. So just blowing up Megaton, you could blow up an entire city in that game, which is unheard of in Fallout 4. You can't do that in Fallout 4. The world state stays the exact same no matter what you do. No faction dies out. Well, pardon me, at the very end of the game you get to make a decision like that, and that's about it. That's the one decision. Fallout 3 had that a lot. But no, I thought that would have been a way better, more useful at the time. I'd actually bought that. The way Bourbon starts talking to this thing is quite weird. I suppose that's it. And reason there's some character, there really is character to this game, and it's a shame it hasn't had another sequel or anything like that. But see, it doesn't need it. It's unnecessary to reboot, to sequelize it. Maybe even reboot it. No, sorry, not reboot. Just do a different game in a different place. It's really unique to have a game like this where it takes place only in Russia, with Russian protagonists and stuff like that. That's quite weird to have, quite unheard of. Because everyone's so scared of this type of stuff. That's why Call of Duty always has to have an American, short-haired, brown-haired, yeah, hell yeah, America, type protagonists. And it's never had a morally grey story in its life. The closest it's ever gotten was Black Ops 2, Raul Menendez. But even then, it found a fucking way to make him a fucking cartoon, a Saturday cartoon villain at the end of the game. Pick up that key, very useful later on. Black Ops 2 was really fun though. Black Ops 2 was quite a good Call of Duty. I said that the last Call of Duty I played I think was Black Ops 2. The only possible games I'd say with Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 1, 2, all the Modern Warfare, I can't really say Modern Warfare has been bad. 3's just been very different. But I've never jumped down there because I feel like, because this is a guide, and this is 100% no fat. So I've never actually jumped down there and seen what's down there. You could maybe do that. The objective is to do is to help you beat the game. Or come up to the final fight of this section, which is I died on this section a bunch. Actually, only once. Only died once. If you're wondering why I stopped there, I had to talk to someone really quickly. Bring out the duplet, by the way. That's the name of this gun, is the duplet. I don't head down here now, I head down there later. I'll show you what's down there. Because I get scared, because I don't like being down here when I hear all these noises. I want to be my scared is I don't want to die over and over and over again or get my checkpoint saved down here. Because if I get my checkpoint down there, it could be quite hard to recover from it. But this fight is skippable, completely skippable. If you watch, and a little bit to do next. So I stay up until this. I sprint. You see also a small jump cut there, and I sprint all the way back down to here. And they will take care of all the fight up there. You just have to watch that tunnel with the shotgun, because the rover is a bit bad for this type of range. Just look at that tunnel with the shotgun and just wait, because I believe there's one that comes down here. Hear the gunfire and the gunshots on overhead up there. Gunfire and gunshots, same thing. They will deal with all of this. You don't have to deal with any of it. This section is not hard. I miss a shot. I don't kill it, so I shoot it once. That was a bad use of ammo. But again, we all make mistakes, I guess. I'm just turning my light off so I don't have to keep recharging it. I believe that's the only one that comes down here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only one that comes down here. I'm gonna show you now where this good revolver is. I believe I die at the revolver section. Yeah, I actually die trying to get the revolver because I make a really stupid move. And you went ahead in the gate, but I want to see what's down here because I've never actually been down there. I don't know why I wait around for so long. Why am I waiting around for this? Good dying, Joshua. Yeah, there we go. I head down there now. Just go. Yep, there we go. And then we enter this room. And then we grab this new improved revolver. Which after trying this wrench. Well, this, what do you call these again? Oh, I don't fucking know. The word just popped out of my head. Brain fart. God, that's getting on my mental. I should figure out. Use the key we found up there. Grab everything. I don't know why I didn't let me grab those final few bullets, but we'll accept that. Probably got full ammunition and a revolver. Revolver ammunition's quite, you know, common. And I believe we find the revolver here. If I'm not mistaken. Military grade ammo. Right there. Yep. Grab it, it's got the extended barrel. Quite useful. Let's just see, okay, yeah, I forgot it here. Jump across here. Shotgun shells and a filter. Grab that book. And that's pretty much the section. There might be something else in the door, there's nothing. Do not take off your gas mask down here. You will die quite fast. This game really does make you want to explore, you know, because it's that element of survival on this difficulty. I really think this is a unique game and was really underrated when it came out. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and you guys take care now, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.